Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blue and today I'm going to be sharing with you my period routine because a lot of us have periods and we all have different routines around that, and I thought I would share mine in the hopes of giving you maybe some tips that would be helpful. I'd also love to hear your tips and what you do on your period, so be sure to share them in the comments below because as always this is a sharing space. And before we jump in, I just wanted to mention that today's video is sponsored by Cup. They are a brand that I resonate with and share an ethos around sustainability and human rights and women's health, and so I can't wait to share more about them in the video, but for now, let's hop right in.
The first thing I do when I'm on my period is to get dressed in something comfortable. PJs are great but usually make me feel a little bit sluggish if I wear them in the day, so I like to wear things that are as comfortable as pajamas but also feel like I've gotten dressed so I feel more awake and ready for my day, no matter what I'm doing. Then, of course, is tea. Tea feels great in my tummy when I'm on my period because it's warming and so soothing. Milky tea is always extra comforting too. Sometimes the last thing I feel like doing on my period is exercise or any kind of movement. But somehow gentle movement always helps to relieve some of the pain from cramps and back pain. So even when I feel like sitting in my bed all day, a little movement, whether it's a short walk, some yummy stretching, or a gentle yoga flow, really helps to relieve some of those pains. Speaking of period pains, the hot water bottle is always a must. The heat relieves both cramp pains and lower back pains and feels so comforting all day, especially now through the colder months. I will cuddle up with my hot water bottle or carry it around the house with me, or even take it out and about if I really must leave the house that day and I've got some serious pains going on. I have no objection to carrying it on the bus or walking with it because it feels so good and really does help with the pains and just feels really cozy. I'll hold it on my tummy or womb area wherever I'm feeling cramps, and also on my lower back because I don't know about you, but I always get lower back pain around my period. I also like to self-massage and rub oils into my womb area, which feels amazing, especially on the first and second day of the period when cramps are really bad and bloating is at its worst. But I'll talk more about which oils I use and some other natural painkillers in a separate video, and I'll link it here when I do. But I'll just say for now, self-massage is great. Something else that's really surprisingly helped to relieve pain has been my menstrual cup. I've been using a cup for years and years and have really noticed a difference in my pain and flow length. Is that just me? Let me know in the comments if you've noticed a change since using a cup as well, because that was really unsuspected for me, but definitely a welcome side effect. So a little bit more about today's sponsor, Cup, a brand who I absolutely adore and who share a lot of my same values and I really respect for the work that they're doing. Cup are helping to reduce the amount of waste we as menstruating people create over our lifetime. On average, an individual uses 11,000 disposable period products over their lifetime, which contributes to the 200,000 tons of waste created by period products every year. There are 4.6 million disposable period products flushed down the toilet every single day in the UK alone, and it takes 500 years for typical pads and tampons to degrade. I'm going to leave more information on this in the description box below for you to check out for yourself. This is definitely something that needs tackling, and better solutions need to be made available to those of us who menstruate. Organic Cup are tackling this environmental issue head-on by creating a reusable menstrual cup made from 100% medical-grade silicone, which is derived from quartz, the second most abundant mineral on Earth, and it's non-hazardous. What I love about this brand is that they've thought about every detail, including the packaging, which is made from compostable materials. The instructions are printed directly on the box, which means no added bits of paper used, and the packing itself is just big enough to fit the cup inside, which reduces emissions from transportation. And the cotton storage pouch is made from unbleached organic cotton. These people have truly thought of everything. The cup is easy to insert and only takes a little getting used to if you're brand new to it. It's soft and bendy, which means it's comfortable to insert and take out and easy to wash between uses. I want every menstruating human to have access to this, quite frankly, genius solution to period products. So I'm collaborating with Organic Cup to offer all of you 20% off your purchase. Use code BLUE20 to get your discount. You'll find in the description box below the link to get yours. Spending time alone with my comforts is really important on the first day of my period. I like to snuggle up in bed with a journal and write out my thoughts and ideas, read a book, doodle, watch YouTube videos, and listen to podcasts. I always feel more connected to myself and drawn to grounding and slow activities at this time of the month. Over the years, I've learnt to be grateful when my period arrives. I now take it as a lesson in mindfulness and know that it's helping keep balance in my life between faster paced, more energized days and calmer, more introspective ones. The yin and the yang. Making sure my body is nourished and digestion is easy, because I don't want to be adding any more work down there, is important to me. But I also get cravings, usually for all the carbohydrates and sometimes for some dark chocolate. As an intuitive eater, I make sure I always listen to what my body wants and oblige in the best way I can. So foods like soup is perfect because it has grounding energies, warms the insides and nourishes the body. I feel satisfied and my body is happy. Sometimes with pains and bloating and the all-round foggy feeling some of us get around our periods, we can find our body tensing up and our breath shallowing and shortening. To refresh and get out of the funk of the cloudy headedness a little, I like to do some breath work. Deep breathing is really simple, you can do it from anywhere, you don't have to own a yoga mat, and it helps to blow away the cobwebs. I like to place my hands facing down on my knees, as upward facing palms inspires energy and downwards facing palms inspires grounding. I also like to hold my stomach and my heart, or place both my hands around my womb and breathe into them. I often get hormonal breakouts, usually on the run-up to my period, a couple of days before it begins. These breakouts aren't from external contaminants, but I find applying a face mask or spot treatment still helps to reduce inflammation and send them on their merry way a little quicker. I don't stick to a single recipe, I just find what I have in my kitchen that day and choose the things that I know work well with my skin. This time I chose oats, which are a great natural moisturizer, chamomile flowers, which I have for making tea as they're very calming and will help to reduce redness and swelling. And I've added a couple drops of tea tree, which is antiviral, antifungal, and antibacterial, so will help fight off any contaminants which might make the breakout worse. It also helps to dry out the area, which will especially help with things like whiteheads, but don't use all over your face if you have naturally dry skin already, but you can use it as a spot treatment. I try not to have baths too often, even though I absolutely love them, but when I'm on my period, it's so soothing and feels especially good. The heat helps with the pain just as the hot water bottle does, and also seems to slow down my period, so if you have heavy periods, taking a bath might help you to slow it down, which might help with cramps too. This is also one of my favourite ways to spend time with myself, just being present and dedicating focused time to nurturing myself. It's a check-in time like self-therapy, and for some reason I always come out feeling incredibly creative and full of ideas. Does that happen to anyone else?
Thanks for watching my period routine video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, give it a thumbs up and click that bell notification so you are notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you in the next video. Alright, bye!